Hello, welcome to this small tutorial video showing how to capture the telemetry information from this port associated with the FrSky D4R-II receiver, and should work also for the D4R-IV second edition. So, well, actually it's very related to the video I did to how to flash the 27 millisecond firmware. The idea is to first power the receiver with your, for example, here in my small labs I use an ACE32 flying board. Okay, so you have an AC connected to the one motors. It will power the receiver like this. Okay, as you can see, I have a jumper between signal of channel 3 and 4. It means that I'm working in CPPN mode. Okay, so the idea is to connect something here, and in the video I did yesterday, in order to flash the firmware of the 27 millisecond firmware in the FrSky, based on the do-it-yourself drawn web pages. I use this very cheap FDDI USB to serial converter. So it's a classic one, not the FrSky one. So this one is just $5, so it's very cheap. And I will use the same cable I did for the former video. So the idea is to first be sure that you invert the logical state of your RX stakes in order to be FrSky compatible module. So, and then you will use only 3-wire connections versus 4 as I did in the last video. So okay, so I use the same cable, and I use the ground signal, the TX and RX. Okay, and I will plug directly on the FrSky receiver. So the first task to do is to run the software. Okay, so which is ftprox. So you run it, you scan your device. Okay, go to hardware specific, invert RS232 signal, and you have to check the two first options, which are invert TXD and RxD. So you check it like this, and now you write to the device this variation of configurations. So you click on program, and it's done immediately. So now your serial converter is able to speak with the receiver. So by default, the transfer rate is 9600 baud. Okay. So I can close this program, and I will, for example, make 2 demonstrations. So I will plug my cable there on the telemetry port specific. So be aware that the ground is on the left. Okay, it's plugged. So, and I will turn on my small labs by turning on my ESC there. Okay, and bind with my Devo transmitter modded to support a FrSky protocol. So I turn on, and after, okay, I turn on my modded Devo tenant. So as you can see, you have the green light, and mean that it's binded. So the first experiment I can do also is to run the FrSky config software done maybe 3 years ago, which is in theory not used for this kind of experience, but in fact it's working. So you have to select the COM here of your FDDIs. Actually, for me, it's a 14 one, and you have just to click on start, and as you can see, you are reading the informations. Okay, if I can zoom, you are reading the information of your device. Okay, there are some fluctuations, but it should be more or less stable. Okay, so you have you can read on the top the transmitted, the received side on the um, on the receiver, and the other one is for the telemetry link. Okay, so there are some fluctuation on it. Okay, so you have the extreme value, okay, and the value in decibel. So I can make a small experience. For example, I will put my radio on the microwave. Okay, so you can make a more focus. Okay, I will put my transmitter and microwave and close the door, and it will be like a Faraday's cage. So you will see that this first value will decrease considerably. So okay, so now you hear the clock locked of the microwave, and you see that I lost close to 40 dB, okay, and I can't receive anymore the downloading link of the telemetry. So, well, it seems to be working. So now I will retrieve again my transmitter, and okay, and I retrieve now a full signal there. Okay, when I'm close to the receiver. So it's good news that this software is working. And in fact, if you use another software called Data Logger, okay, you can also, if you configure in the 9600 baud, okay, like this, you can also save the information. You can start logging. Okay, I have to close first this one to be sure. I will close it. Okay, now I will start the logging, and you can see that the data are written also. I can go to the where I store this quadcopter. Actually, I wrote it there. And you have this file, which is the dump of the serial link. So I can stop, okay, and okay, stop, and I can read it with, for example, I don't know, Notepad++, and you have this information there. Okay, well, not. And if I take it and, for example, throw it to these software pages, okay, which is ASCII2X web file, and if I'm throwing it, copy paste into the ASCII field and I make convert, you have the decoded hexadecimal sequence. And as you know, in the FrSky protocol, usually you have the startup byte, which said A, and also the same for ending. So you have here, you can read from this one to this one the different values. So you have C3, BA, 61, and so on. So you can find the value, for example, from the AD1 voltage, AD2, and the RSSI for both uplink and downlink. So it seems to work. So it's great. Okay, thank you for watching this small video, and if you have any questions, please comment this one. Bye bye.